Okay, we are up and live for Job Draft Round 4. How's it going, everybody?
Hello.
You
Good,
leaders.
hi.
This is the final job draft of Season 1, so, came up really fast. So,
Where did the days go?
should be exciting. I know, right? So for anybody who doesn't know, this is Tabletop Treasure Hunters. This is our homebrewed Pathfinder 2nd Edition campaign. And along those lines, Pathfinder 2nd Edition is the role-playing system that we're using. The rules, the world of Galarion, many of the characters and whatnot that we're going to be using are part of that system and that world, which is provided by a company named Paizo. So Paizo, thank you very much for your game. And with that out of the way, let's go ahead and introduce our two guild party leaders here, starting with, let's start with Jason this week. Go ahead and
Hello.
introduce yourself and your character.
All right. I'm Jason. I play a character by the name of, I was about to say Rizeki. Reiklin. I play Reiklin, and he is a cleric of Nethys. And so far, they've been staying alive, sometimes very close calls, but it's been a lot of fun.
As nobody's gone down yet. I mean,
No.
they've gone down, but not like for good.
No, not for good. Except for our guild master, that was very unfortunate.
True. We'll get more into that today.
There was no avoiding that one.
Nope.
So.
That was just for the story. All right. What about you?
Hi, I'm Katie. I play Finley, who is a rogue elf and leader of the League of the Hunt, who did not lose their leader, but locked them in a cage because that's safer. And I stream with Wholesome and also with Of Dice and Dames. You can catch us. Just kind of streaming whenever. Right now we're playing Ark.
Good fun game. Good times. And I'm Chase. I go on the internet by Wholesome Dad Gamer. This is my streaming channel, and I am the DM for this campaign. So, I'm playing the world, the environment, the NPCs, the bad guys, all the fun stuff. So that's us. Now, for anybody who hasn't been following what this series kind of is, we're doing a unique type of campaign where we have two groups of players representing two guilds, and they are competing for the most wealth and glory for the honors of exploring a very prestigious Osirian tomb at the end of the season. Now, this session that we're doing today is called a job draft. This is where they are going to be placing bids for first pick of the next 4 jobs, and they're going to draft them one after the other to see which jobs they end up doing next. And something exciting for this next round we have coming up is every one of these 4 jobs for this round will have a special guest, and those special guests have helped me design the sessions, and so it should be pretty fun. I'm pretty excited for it. Now, for those of you watching the chat, typically we have some fun chat interactions for Tabletop Treasure Hunters, but for the job drafts, most of those are disabled. If you would still like to like the stream and shout out for your favorite guild, it will earn them a little bit of extra income. But typically we have some other things like dishing out hero points and whatnot, but as this is not an actual played session in combat or whatnot, we will not be doing that for this session. So, but yeah, we appreciate you all still. All shares, likes, and everything, and just, views and you guys being here greatly supports the stream, so thank you very much. And let's go ahead and jump into this job draft. We had a pretty explosive couple of sessions last time. The groups here thought that they were taking on a couple of jobs, which ended up not happening. Instead, their guild houses were attacked. And first they, as groups, defended their guild houses, and then a couple of the guilds meshed together and defeated a lich that was attacking the guild house together. Very exciting. In the process, the Goldbloods did lose their leader to a Crimson Assassin, Kelland Windhelm. And so we will get more into the aftermath of that in this session. So you guys are meeting at your typical meeting house for your job draft. All of Absalom has kind of been in disarray. It's been a little bit solemn. As you guys found out afterwards, it was not just your guild houses that were attacked. There was kind of just a big attack on Absalom as a whole, though it did seem that your guilds were being targeted particularly. But there was kind of chaos everywhere. There was all kinds of villainous groups that were working together on this attack. There was some pirates, there was some kind of crazy alchemists guild, there was a couple of crimson assassins hired, and then there was an undead horde led by a lich who you guys thought you had taken care of. Past necromancer Roan turned out to be a lich and attacked for that final wave there. Now this job draft is going to take place just about 4 or 5 days after all that happened. You guys have not had much time to do much else, as you guys have been assisting kind of with the cleanup and the aftermath. And this job draft got pushed forward. Obviously, you guys were supposed to be on other jobs currently, but Shadara said that she would like to meet, do the next round of job drafts, and kind of explain things. So you guys are now meeting in this house, and you guys can see as soon as you walk in, Shadara is here, as has been custom for the last few job drafts. And Lord Physics is there up on his books. Not looking quite as grumpy this time. He looks a little bit stressed out, just kind of rubbing his forehead, not really in his books as much as he typically is. And that's what you guys are walking into. Lady Shadara will nod to you as you guys walk in and take your respective sides.
Lady Shadara. Sorry, Shadara. Sorry.
Okay,
Had me a little toad in my throat there, eh? And Physics. Good to see you, little lad.
He just kind of nods. Uh-huh.
Did you have some party?
Party?
Aye.
No! It's been anything but a party the last few days.
Aye, all the more reason to party when we can, eh?
Aside from everything else, do you know what an accounting nightmare this has been?
I can certainly imagine.
No, you can't! You don't account!
Well, I had to help count the bodies, so I know that everybody is in accounting of resources and wages and
inventory
and families to be notified and all of that kind of stuff.
That's
so.
True.
Kind of just raises an eyebrow, mumbles to himself. It's not the same.
We're all a part of this, my friend.
Nah.
Do you need a hug?
No. Lady Shadara will kind of clear her throat. Thank you both for coming. I appreciate you being here after these crazy times. I'm glad to see you both well. Reiklin, my deepest condolences for Callum. He was a wonderful leader, and the Alliance will miss him greatly.
It has been a very disappointing series of days.
Indeed it has. Now, I don't know how much you have discussed with your guild about where to go from here, but the Goldbloods have a rather long tradition of picking their guild leaders, and given the circumstances, we still do plan to continue with the contest, as now the income from this big job will be needed more than ever. So, in the meantime, I will be stepping in as your interim leader for the Goldbloods.
We appreciate it, lady. Not to distract from the contest, but have we heard any word yet on the parties involved in what orchestrated this entire fiasco?
It is being looked into. At first, of course, everybody has great worry about the Lich, as past villains such as the Whispering Tyrant, the creature itself tends to strike great fear. Though it does appear that it was not orchestrated by the Lich himself, as far as we can tell. They've been questioning some of them that they have caught from these other criminal organizations, and it does not appear to be the Lich behind all of it. Now, I do understand you all probably have vengeance in your hearts after what happened here, but I am going to ask you, for the time being, let this go. We have handed over the investigation of this, as well as the other jobs that you were intended to do as part of the compensation for their kindness to the Pathfinder Society. They were quite insistent on taking lead, especially with the Lich involved, and it was hard for me to argue with.
Oh.
Very well.
These were quite powerful beings, a Lich, Crimson Assassins, those two especially, quite notorious foes, and something that we will need assistance with. Now, Kara has been taken into a sort of protection for the time being, as has her family. She was very frightened. She did wish for me to express that she will, of course, still be part of your guild, but I don't think she's in a good state to be wandering around without protection currently.
No, that makes a lot of sense. She should be away, hidden. He doesn't like her currently.
Indeed. And I have spoken to Elmira. We do not think that you are incapable of keeping her safe, though your guilds do have other things to focus on now, as you were hit harder than most. And the Pathfinder Society was rather unscathed. They did not seem to be a target whatsoever. In fact, it seems as though they were more targeted to be distracted, to not be able to assist sooner.
Distracted. Okay.
Yes. I am very sorry, but we may be able to participate in that investigation down the line, but not currently. Now, I will say you have received a large number of support for defeating that lich. It was witnessed by many town folk after that mist was clearing up, and talk of your heroics has been spreading around Absalom quite quickly. We've been offered higher tier jobs, shopkeepers are offering more deals, and you have received a large sum of support. And she's gonna kind of kick out a chest from under the table where she's sitting at, and she's gonna open it up, and there's just gonna be a whole bunch of gold in there. So this is gonna be your payment from the last job, which I forgot to have the exacts pulled up here. I've showed you guys already on your character sheets, but it's in the realm of almost 5,000 gold for each of you. So a very large chunk of coin there for you. Now, we have taken all of the loot we were able to confiscate, and we have given it to your respective guilds as part of the recovery, as well as some of the donations have been given to help Absalom recover as well. But this is more than a fair cut for what you've done, and we quite appreciate your heroics. The Alliance is very impressed. A lich is no small foe.
No, they are not.
He's about average height, though, wouldn't you say? He's about, here?
I always love your cheerful attitude, Finley, even in the darkest and grimmest of times.
Ah, well.
Now, with that being said, I do appreciate the teamwork that you demonstrated. Coming together and working together to defeat such a great foe was a wonderful example for all of the guilds in our alliance, and I do greatly appreciate that. Now, I have been giving out sort of awards for these job drafts to one guild or the other based on merits, but given the circumstances, I did have something planned, though I'm not going to give it out for what I initially planned. I think you both did a wonderful job, and it's hard for me to pick sides after witnessing that. So I'm going to tell you that whoever wins the first bid of this draft today will be given some special services, and all of the donations for your bid today will go towards Absalom and helping them recover with some of those who were affected. Now, what we're offering is we have incredible trainers that work personally for the Alliance. Whichever one of you would like to occupy their services this next following week will be offered their services for higher training. I do guarantee that they can improve your performance. So, game-wise, what this means here, so you guys were given this coin. 4th level items are now always purchasable from the store, including uncommon items. Level 4 and lower. And then what this perk will be is if any character of the guild who wins the first pick this week would like to spend 5 of their 10 days of downtime, they can take an extra 6th level or lower class feat.
5 days downtime.
For an extra 6th level or lower class feat.
Mm-hmm.
I wish that we could take the time for the trainers to teach all of you, though they are also busy, and we only have so many.
All right, then.
Very well. Do you have any other questions for me about the aftermath before we turn time over to Lord Physics here to continue with the draft?
Methinks we're ready.
Very good.
Yes.
I will be taking my leave then. Reiklin, I'm sure I'll be seeing much more of you back at your guild house. I look forward to working with the Goldbloods. Do mind, Finley, there will still be no nepotism involved. In fact, I do plan on handing over the final whatever you would like to call it, the donation. I'll be handing that over to somebody else since I will be working with the Gold Bloods so closely. I don't want you to fear nepotism.
That's good to hear. Thank you for the consideration.
Indeed. I hope the draft treats you both well. Good day.
Thank you, lady.
And with that, she will leave. Lord Physics kind of perks up a little bit, straightens himself up, opens the books. Now, I do have to say, quite impressive what you did, despite not being punctual.
Fizzy.
And quite a pair of hooligans, you do serve well.
That was
Thank
a
you.
backhanded compliment.
It was not. I
It
only
was.
care because this has brought in quite high-paying contracts. So, I would definitely advise that you bid high coin for this one. It's for a good purpose. You get training, and these jobs are quite worth it, I do assure you.
Hmm.
Now then, are you ready to begin?
Aye, that we are ready.
All right, well, for the first job that I have up here, we have had a local priest of Pharasma wanting you to accompany one of the church's emissaries to deal with some devils that have been troubling a small township. Nasty creatures, devils. Nothing you can't handle, I'm sure. Lich slayers. Second job. We have someone offering some good pay to help find their missing friend who was last heard of tracking some sort of dragon all on his own. A fool! Tracking a dragon on their own. Not even you're that arrogant, Finley.
That's cute. Thank you. Another compliment.
It was not. It was an insult. I called you
Fizzy,
arrogant.
Fizzy, we're it too.
The next one, and this one is quite odd. They're paying very good for such services, but they want some help restocking some rare cooking ingredients. Which,
Is that Rozeki?
it is not.
Oh.
It be cooking. This is not alchemy, which is what Rizeki specializes in.
I don't
my
think
mistake.
Rozeki can be called alchemy. I think she does foolishness. Strange one, that one.
Call it what you will. She gets results, and they're damn strange.
It's true. I'll agree with that.
The final one that we have, and I do have a message scroll here from the employer. I will let his words explain this better than my own. So listen up. Physics is going to kind of do a little incantation over a scroll that he unrolls here, and a voice will kind of echo up from nowhere.
Hello? Oh, bother. How do you use...
Turn it up.
There we go. Hello. Yes, is this the First World Fortune Seekers Alliance? If you are not the First World Seekers Fortune Alliance, then
Can you try it a
please
little
stop
louder?
listening.
Physics.
Okay, good.
I think
If
this
you're
is
still listening,
good for the chat.
I need your help.
A little low for you guys.
My name is Ned Hara. I need to get into a tomb that is deep within the Sahara Wastes and recover a scroll. If you could please send the folks who helped destroy the Lich, that would be the most lovely. I just really need an escort and someone to open the tomb. Please send correspondence, post haste. End message. How do you close?
Yeah, sorry, it was a little quiet for you guys, but I had to bounce between not blowing out the chat. You know, you guys were given a little taste earlier, so.
Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. I should have mentioned it beforehand. Okay. So, finding some kind of scroll in the desert. Seems like a competent spellcaster of sorts. Now, that is the 4 jobs. With that, we will go ahead and we will open this up to first pick. Remember that first pick will involve extra training for this round. It's to all of you. No pocket change. Gold coins only.
Physics. You cut me to the quick. And I suppose I brought this sack in for no reason then.
He just kind of glares.
All right then. Should I be starting this, or would Milady Finlay like to start?
Well, you can throw out the bid, Reichland. You're always so good at it.
Very well then. I'll start it at 15 gold.
We'll go for 25 gold.
Ooh. Such a strong
Yes. Yes.
hike. Let's go for 30 then.
35.
45.
50.
For a good cause.
57.
60.
65.
Reichling, you're going high this time.
We're going much higher than ever we've done. If you haven't been paying
That's
attention.
true. It's true. You know, for a good cause, let's say 70.
85.
85. 90.
Yes, shattering old records.
Methinks we've gone 5 times that much now. Not quite. Very well then. 85 we're at? No.
90.
90.
Sorry, age is getting to me, and all the wind to me, me scalp
I was
without
going
me
to
hair.
say, does that cause a problem? Just, you know.
It is shivering more cold without the hair. I can tell you.
I can imagine.
I don't like wearing hats, but I've been vast thinking about it. All right, let's go for 97.
100.
Lucky number.
Well, we'll even it out at 100 gold.
Very well then. You like prime numbers, physics? 101.
Wonderful. I like triple digits.
Oh, fizzy. Good to know. 105.
107.
110.
112.
115.
It kind of perks up excitedly. Clearly standing on his books now.
128.
128.
Aye.
130.
135.
A taste of heroics has been good for all of you.
Apparently.
We've been paid very well.
140.
150.
Really? 155.
160.
165.
170.
180.
185.
Make it 200!
You know what, Fizzy? For the 2 compliments, I don't know. I might need a third. 180.
Reichlin's hair is practical. Make it 200.
But we'll go 190.
Ah.
Physics. We love you, mate. 201.
Oh, 201. It's quite a high lot.
I have to say, every time we've been moving up, it's been making me coin purse shiver and quake.
Oh, I'm sure. Being a gold blood, you probably don't want to part with all of it.
I just saw how much coin you received.
I thought you didn't like accounting right now.
Well, this is exciting.
Oh,
Some positives coming back from all the negatives, right?
Yes.
Oh, well, we'll go 205.
Right then, you can have it.
I was kind of hoping for 300, but 205 is wonderful.
You know, if you're going to donate it all, Fizzy, just for you.
This is all you need to put me in a good mood. I can't believe you haven't seen it until now. Very well, League of the Hunt gets first pick. Please bring up your coin.
She brings it up.
Now, which job will you be taking first?
Oh, you know, we've got Lucy in our group, and she's quite fond of dragons, so we're going to go find a missing person.
Figures. Very well, you'll be helping find the missing person in search of a dragon. Reiklin, what job will the Goldbloods be taking then?
We would be liking to take the late fee.
All right, the one in the desert from the gentleman with the messenger scroll.
Aye.
Finley, what final job will the League of the Hunt take?
We'll take the priest of Pharasma.
Very well, that leaves the Gold Bloods with the hunt for rare ingredients. That sounds...
Pisto's not going to be very happy about this one.
It
Gordon
seems
wouldn't be either.
so mundane for the pay. You should be happy. You fools chasing after a dragon when you could gather cooking ingredients.
Oh, we enjoyed the festivities. Don't you make a mistake about that. But well, we just know that some of these ingredients may be distant cousins of our poor little plant friend.
I suppose that's understandable. Very well. Well, you have some people you will be accompanying on this, which means we do not to be flexible for your schedule this time, such as escorting the emissary. So these will have set dates. Your guilds will give you the information. That concludes this job draft, and this will be the final job draft of this contest.
Oh,
It's been wonderful doing the accounting. I will be meeting with you one other time. Don't get excited yet, because we will be doing one final donation at the very end.
You've been doing a smashing job anyway, physics.
Yes, I know. Very well. Out with you. Go share the informations with your guild, please. Oh, and Finley, I will make sure somebody reaches out to your guild about the trainers.
Thank you.
Indeed. All right, guys.
She's gonna hop up to physics and give him a kiss on the cheek and then skip off.
He's gonna like kind of wipe off his cheek and shoo you away.
Love you, Fizzy.
All right, and that will wrap up the final job draft of season 1. So we will be announcing, check my Facebook for the guests that will be joining. Now, for the jobs that you guys drafted here, that means that League of the Hunt you will be playing next week, as the escorting of the Pharasman Church will be the first session, followed by Gold Bloods. It will be the gathering of the rare cooking ingredients, followed by League of the Hunt again, who will be taking on the searching for the lost person hunting the dragon. And then the final session will be the Gold Bloods going into the desert. I think that's it, guys. Your guilds will have 10 days of downtime. Finley, make sure you communicate with your guild if they would like to take advantage of free feat. They'll have to spend 5 of their 10 downtime days to do that. And I think that's it, guys. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining and following along with the job draft. Always exciting. We had a huge bid. I'll make sure I get that deducted from the guild's sheet for the League of the Hunt. And we'll see everybody with the League of the Hunt next week.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.